All right, so we're out here with Ken Kelly, and he's got a pretty wicked Foxbody Mustang. Coyote swapped, but it's not your typical Coyote swap, right? The engine's set way back, and I've seen you on track actually before. This thing hauls the mail. Tell us a little bit about your car.
It'll get it. It's a 5.2 Illuminator with a Vortex supercharger on it. It's actually designed, when I first got it, it was running 20 pounds of boost and run on C18. It was about 900 horse at the rear wheel, and it was a little bit hard to handle. So actually for optimal events, I detuned it a little bit on 93 octane. It's still 14 pounds of boost and pulls about 630, 640 at the rear wheel. It's set up with the engine's 18 inches back into the cab basically, and so it's on a tube chassis frame, and it's 50-50 weight distribution front to rear, and it's really a nice car to be able to kind of get, you can do about anything in it. And my goal was to make it a car I could run Texas Mile with, Optima with, autocross, road course, and I'm getting it there. I've had to do a little adjustment in suspension, but it'll do it. The car will absolutely fly. It loves to go fast. It's the only thing it doesn't do is go slow well. So it really likes to move. It's been a blast to drive, but everyone gets fun watching it because you see me driving. All you see is my hands on the steering wheel. You can't see me at all when I'm driving. So,
what transmission are you running? What rear suspension's in it?
We're running a T56 Magnum now, a polished version, because it had a dog box, but the dog box only goes 1-to-1, and so I needed something with some overdrives. Trying to do the Texas Mile, I need to do 222 to make the new record. So I've been kind of working on that. The rear suspension is basically a 9-inch with basically a 3-link rear end. It's set up pretty well. We're working on that a lot because it was kind of built originally as a drifting car.
Okay.
And so it had a lot of rear steer, and the back end did not want to stay still very well for me, so we were having to work that out. So we've changed a lot of that and redid some of the bracketry for it, so it's starting to work real well to hold the rear end down. And you finally got a corner balance, even with somebody my size in, I've got it pretty well corner balanced. And so this weekend, hopefully it'll do some autocrossing better than it has in the past. And it does wonderful on the track. On the road course, it eats those up, but it's always been a little tough to handle on autocross. But I think we're getting her dialed in. She should do real well. It's fun. I've just had a good time with it, and I kind of like the fact that it's safe. It's got all the best safety equipment in it. I got fire suppression. I've got everything in it, so I don't have to worry about it. I can run as hard as I want. If something happens, I'm going to be okay.
And where are you from?
I'm from Sherman, Texas.
Sherman, Texas. All right, man. Well, we'll be out there watching you.
Absolutely.
Awesome to see you out here at SEMA. We're going to take a look at this Foxbody Mustang you built. It is a radical ride. John Blevins.
What's up, Mr.
Out here in Vegas. What's up, man?
Oh, just having fun.
All the way from Oklahoma City.
Yep.
Out here to run the Optima Challenge, huh?
Absolutely.
Think you got a shot?
We're going to do well. We should win the GT class.
I know you're fast. And you won the series championship, right?
Won the series championship this year.
Okay.
In the GT class.
Right. Yep. Tell us a little bit about your Mustang here.
So it's an 08 GT500.
Right.
We've actually owned this car since it was brand new.
Okay.
Raced it ever since it was brand new.
Yes, you have. Now it's a GT500, but you Coyote swapped it.
We did Coyote swap it.
Let's take a look.
We wanted to get some weight out of the car, and we wanted to make real power at low boost.
Oh, nice. Look at that, Abe.
So yeah, we decided to go with a 17 Illuminator from Ford.
Right.
And then of course stick the big VMP Gen 3 on it.
How do you like that Gen 3?
Oh, it's awesome. We run at a pretty low boost level for what we're doing.
Right.
But it still makes 827 rear wheel horsepower.
Right.
On a basically stock motor.
Right. But you've gone pretty radical with the car. This thing has a real coilover front suspension, like not a bolt-in type, but a modified, completely fabricated type with like a tube chassis setup, huh?
Right. We worked with Cortex for their base SLA suspension, but then we cut all the front end off and did tube chassis upper parts, because now that it's an SLA, there's no struts.
Right.
So why have all that sheet metal for the struts?
Right. And what rear suspension are you running?
It's also Cortex. It's a Wattslink torque arm setup with a cambered rear axle.
Nice. Now, I've also seen you on the drag strip. You've gone 10s, right?
Yep.
138 miles an hour, something like that?
138.9. My first attempt at burnouts, and actually running on a drag strip.
I watched it. It was pretty cool. And you won the Holly, or you tied, really. You didn't get the win, but you tied. You won according to me. The Holly Ford Fest this year, right?
Yep.
In the Grand Champion class.
Yep.
That was pretty fun to watch. So
that was a fun event.
One of the most unique vehicles that we found here at the SEMA Show is Henry Cron's 68 F100 pickup. It's unique in a lot of ways. It's got a diesel. You convert it to a diesel. He runs in the Optima Street Car Challenge, and it's built all from basically salvaged Ford parts, right?
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about the truck. What do you got going on here?
It's a 68 F100 on an 05 Crown Vic chassis with a 07 F250 6-liter diesel. It's got independent Mustang rear suspension. We used a fan Econoline tunnel to move the engine back 29 inches. And most of the parts are repurposed from Ford, from the door panels to the Aerostar window regulators, Ford Focus trunk hinges, and we just used what we had to make something different.
Yeah, you said so you moved the engine down, so you had to get a custom oil pan. What transmission are you running?
It's 5R110, the same one that come from the factory.
Oh, nice. About how much power does it make?
It's an Asheville Stage 2 engine, and it is running about 550 horsepower, about 900 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow. And you said 4,700 pounds with you in the truck?
We're heavy. We're heavier than everybody else here, but you know, we're in the middle ground when we're competing, and we're working on it. We're having a hard time finding the right tuner for it, you know, but it'll come together with a little time, more persistence.
Awesome. Well, we love looking at it. We look forward to seeing you on track tomorrow, and good luck out there.
Thank you much.
You got it.